After what has felt like only a few weeks, we're already down to 6 masks: sun, popcorn, seahorse, crocodile, jellyfish, and mushroom. And likely because of the coronavirus pandemic, they have decided to cut the season short by having a triple unmasking next week to narrow it down to 3 for the finale. This means that for this prediction video, I'll be listing the 3 who I think will be unmasked next week, and then my predictions for the final 3. So let's get into it. Also, I should also say that I'm also talking a little bit about who I think each mask is, if I have any theory. So coming up with the bottom 3 for the Super 6 is actually pretty difficult, but I do have 2 masks that I think will most likely not make it past: Popcorn and Jellyfish. For Popcorn, I don't know, she's a bit older, and historically older singers of both genders haven't done well. The one that went the farthest was B in season 1, and to be honest, I don't think Popcorn is as good as B was. She's more on Flower's level from season 2, and Flower didn't make it as far as Popcorn already has made it. The only reason I think Popcorn is still in it is because she was in Group A. The only solid singer was Sun. Dragon and Giraffe were both really weak performers, and Popcorn was kind of in the same boat as Snow Owls. It just came down to a toss-up. They were both equally good, but not the greatest. I mean, they're pretty good, but, not as good as Sun. I don't really have a concrete theory for Popcorn, but some names I have thrown around before have been, like, Diana Ross, Tina Turner, Cyndi Lauper. There's a lot of, like, Cyndi Lauper vibes in just her voice, at least talking. I think Popcorn could also possibly be Gloria Gaynor, and I think they have guessed her before, too. I don't really know for sure. Now, for Jellyfish, it is the same situation. If Jellyfish was in, say, Group B, I don't think she would be here right now. She's a good singer, but in my opinion, Sun and Seahorse have much stronger voices. I also don't have any clue who Jellyfish is. A lot of the clues don't make sense to me. Excuse me. Some dude on the internet had a theory that it could be Lily Allen, which sounds plausible, but last episode that aired, some clues made it sound like it could be a Kardashian, which, do I look like I know anything about Kardashians? No. It made sense to me, though, so I just blurted out the first sister I could think of and went with Courtney, because that's what sounded right. She sounds like someone who would do this show, I think. As for the last victim for the triple unmasking, it's really tough. We have the 2 strongest male singers, Croc and Mushroom, versus the 2 strongest female singers, Sun and Seahorse. I think I'd have to say Seahorse is going to be the final mask going next week, only because I don't think Sun and Mushroom are going anywhere, and Seahorse has sort of plateaued the last couple of weeks, while Crocodile has only gotten stronger with his last performance. I'm also still riding that high from 2 weeks ago, when Croc stayed, when I thought he was going to go home against Serpent. So at this point, I truly don't know how far he'll go. At this point, you can tell I sort of suck at figuring out who the celebs are, because I don't know who Seahorse could be at all. There are some Harry Potter clues that lead me to think it could be Ivana Lynch, who played Luna Lovegood. That's a pretty amateur guess. One clue I picked up is is in the clue package. There is an OK Coral sign, and one celebrity with those initials is Olga Kurylenko. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Again, I don't think she's a seahorse, but considering it's something the judges didn't notice, I feel somewhat confident in it. Sun, Crocodile, and Mushroom for the final 3, and it's all over the place for me. The placement of these 3 could shift with the day, so don't read too much into however I place them for this video. I think the first way to attack this is between Croc and Mushroom. Who is the better... who is better between the 2, especially because I don't think Sun is going to come in 3rd. Croc and Mushroom are very different, which makes it harder to pick one over the other. They're the same way I wasn't sure who would win between Fox and Rottweiler. Speaking of which, Croc's voice kind of reminds me a lot of Chris Daughtry. Daughtry? I think it's Daughtry. I'm not saying that Croc is Chris Daughtry, but Mushroom's voice is a bit more unique, and because of this, for now, I'm going to say the Mushroom will go farther than Croc, just because I feel he will be able to be more flexible with his singing. That means Croc will be in 3rd, I think, and I have a few inklings of who he could be, probably more ideas of who he could be than other people. I think Croc is either Derek Huff or Frankie Grande, which is a very eclectic a group of people I think it could be. But in one of the packages, there's a mirror ball or disco ball. Well, maybe it is called a mirror ball. I don't know. Which the mirror ball is the coveted trophy awarded to the winner of the show Dancing with the Stars, which Huff competed on and now judges, and also just recently on Dancing with the Stars. It was during this season. I happened to see an episode flipping through channels one day, and Huff was wearing like a pink suit or something with like a pink like lizard crocodile pin on it, and it was very sus. And I think that could be like kind of tipping his hat in a way. But that being said, lots of clues do lean towards Frankie Grande, like a lot more clues. Several clues reference the show Big Brother. The first ever clue talks about a special set of keys, which a lot of people also had that same kind of thought process that, oh, they're talking about like, Frankie, like they're talking about Big Brother, the keys that, you have in the house and whatnot. There are also some clues about Croc having a pretty big social media presence. Frankie Grande has a YouTube channel. He had he was famous on YouTube before he got famous from Big Brother. And well, I mean, he's a blood relative to he's a blood relative to Ariana Grande, so of course he's gonna be well known on the web. Also, anyone who's seen Frankie before, whether it was on YouTube or Big Brother, knows that he loves the color pink, and he had pink hair when he was on Big Brother. He probably still does have pink hair. There's also an Italian flag in the package, and Frankie and his, like I said, significantly more popular sister Ariana Grande are both of Italian descent. I could go on, but that checks out pretty well. I think there's a very high chance it could be either of those two. Now that leaves Sun and Mushroom for the final two, and honestly, I feel like Mushroom can take Sun in a fight to the death, metaphorically, of course. So honestly, I feel... So yeah, so I think that means I predict Sun will come in second, and Mushroom will be crowned the winner of Masked Singer 4. For Sun, I heard pretty early on about her possibly being Leanne Rimes, and I haven't really considered Sun being anyone else from that point on. It just made sense. Her voice, the voice sounded so much similar. If it is Leanne Rimes, she didn't do a very good job of hiding it, because there's a song... There's a video on YouTube that's very easy to find of her singing "'Cause I Love You" by Lizzo, which that was literally the first song she sang this year. Not very subtle if it is her, but, you know. But yeah, so that's who I'm sticking to for now. For Mushroom, well, even toddlers could tell that there were pretty heavy Hamilton clues at first, but I can't pick out anyone from the cast that sounds like the Shroom. Not even Jonathan Groff checks out when it comes to voice recognition. From some of the clues I got, like, this is just from some very, very bare bones looking around and reading into a clue that might not even be accurate. But I think I got Keith Thurman, who's a boxer, but I think typically when I get, like, I don't know how well known he is, so I don't know if he would be on this show. I don't know, though. For Mushroom, I'll probably just end up going with whoever the judges seem to suggest. I kind of did that for Broccoli. I might come up with a clue for Mushroom at some point, but I honestly don't know. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. For today. Let's see when it's over. Okay, so for season 3, I did a review, and it's probably one of my least favorite videos that I ever made, because it was really long, and I felt like I was just kind of going on and on and on, and kind of just going around in circles, and I didn't like that. And I think the reason why is because it was not scripted at all. It was not scripted. It was me just talking, like, and it was total freestyle, and I didn't like that. I think I like more order. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to do a ranking of the top 10 performances from the season. I've been, every time there are new performances, I always immediately put them in the same rank, in the same list. And then I am going to also do, all 16 masks ranked. I have a system of how I'm going to do that. It's probably going to be similar to my Big Brother ranking videos, where it's just me talking. It's like where it's a mixture of like personal bias and looking at statistics, because the masks that didn't do well will probably be closer to the bottom, and the masks that did really well will be close to the top, but then for the middle, that's when it'll be just kind of like, I'll rank them by how I like them. Or, I mean, I also do have, like, a rating system that hopefully will take care of that, too. But anyways, this video has gone on for long enough. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later.